Rumi said that most illness comes from stagnation, from bodies that don't move the way they were designed to, from joints that don't extend, muscles that don't activate, systems that don't flow. And he taught one movement, one exercise that addresses all of it. Not multiple movements, not a complicated routine, just one. That, when done correctly, daily, consistently, activates every major muscle group, mobilizes every major joint, stimulates circulation, improves breathing, balances hormones, and resets the nervous system. 5 minutes. One movement. Everything changes. The movement is the deep squat, not the gym squat, not the exercise squat with weights, but the resting squat, a position humans have been using for thousands of years. To rest, to eat, to work, to relieve themselves, to give birth. A position where you lower your body completely, hips below knees, feet flat on the ground, spine upright, and you just sit there, comfortably, naturally, the way children do without thinking, the way people in cultures that don't use chairs still do, every single day. And Rumi watched people who maintained this practice, who squatted daily, multiple times a day, and he noticed something. They aged differently. They moved differently. They complained less about pain, about stiffness, about digestion, about energy. Their bodies just worked better. And he realized this position, this natural human resting position, is not just comfortable. It's therapeutic. It's corrective. It's essential, but modern life eliminated it. We sit in chairs. We drive in cars. We work at desks. We collapse on couches. And our bodies, no longer moving through their full range of motion, no longer accessing this fundamental position, start to break down. Hips tighten. Knees stiffen. Ankles lock. The lower back weakens. The core disengages. Digestion slows. Circulation reduces. And we develop what we call chronic conditions. Chronic back pain. Chronic knee pain. Chronic hip pain. Chronic digestive issues. But Rumi would say these aren't conditions. They're consequences. Consequences of a body that's forgotten how to move. And the deep squat reminds it. When you lower into a deep squat, when you sit in that position, everything activates. Your ankles have to flex. Your knees have to bend fully. Your hips have to open completely. Your spine has to lengthen. Your core has to engage to keep you stable. Your glutes activate. Your hamstrings stretch. Your calves work. And all of this, happening simultaneously, sends a signal to your body. We're moving the way we're supposed to. We're accessing positions we were designed for. And the body, receiving that signal, responds. It releases tension. It restores range of motion. It reactivates dormant muscles. It realigns structure. But here's the problem. Most people can't do it. You try to squat deeply, and you fall backward. Or your heels lift. Or your knees hurt. Or you can't balance. And you think, this isn't for me. My body doesn't work that way. But Rumi would tell you, your body does work that way. You've just forgotten. You've been sitting in chairs for so long, living in a limited range of motion for so long, that your body has adapted. Your ankles have stiffened. Your hips have locked. Your balance has deteriorated. And now, the position that should be natural, that should be restful, feels impossible. But that's exactly why you need to do it. Not perfectly, not all at once, but progressively, consistently, every day. Even if you can only hold it for 10 seconds. Even if you need to hold on to something for balance. Even if your heels lift. Even if it's uncomfortable. You do it. Because every time you do, you're sending that signal. You're reminding your body, this is what we're capable of. This is how we're designed to move. And the body, over time, responds. It adapts. It opens. It restores. Day 1, you might only manage 20 seconds. And it might be awkward, shaky, uncomfortable, but that's fine. That's expected. Because you're asking your body to do something it hasn't done in years, maybe decades. And it takes time to remember. Day 2, maybe you manage 30 seconds. Day 3, 40. And slowly, gradually, your body starts to change. Your ankles begin to loosen. Your hips start to open. Your balance improves. And the position that felt impossible starts to feel possible. And as the position becomes possible, as you're able to hold it longer, sit deeper, relax more, the benefits multiply. Your digestion improves. Because the squat position naturally compresses your abdomen in a way that stimulates your digestive organs. Your circulation improves. Because the position encourages blood flow to your lower body. Your lower back pain reduces. Because the squat decompresses your spine and strengthens the muscles that support it. Your knee pain improves. Because the squat teaches your knees to track properly, to move through their full range, to share load correctly with your hips and ankles. And it's not just physical. Rumi said that the body and mind are not separate, but how you hold your body affects how you feel. And the squat, being a grounded position, a position where you're connected to the earth, stable, centered, has a calming effect. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It signals safety. It reduces anxiety. It brings you into your body, into the present moment, in a way that few other positions can. But the real magic happens when you make it a practice. When it's not just something you try once or twice, but something you do every day. 5 minutes. That's all. 5 minutes of sitting in a deep squat, or working toward it, holding it as long as you can, resting when you need to, going back in, over and over, until your body remembers, until the position becomes natural again, until you can squat deeply, sit comfortably, breathe easily, and just be done. And when you reach that point, when the squat becomes effortless, you'll notice something. Life becomes easier, not metaphorically, literally. Bending down to pick something up is easier. Getting up from the floor is easier. Playing with your kids is easier. Gardening is easier. Moving through the world is easier. Because your body, now moving the way it was designed to, no longer fights you, no longer limits you, no longer hurts. But here's what doctors won't tell you. Here's why this exercise is threatening to the system. Because if everyone did this, if everyone spent 5 minutes a day in a deep squat, chronic pain rates would plummet. Physical therapy visits would decline. Pain medication prescriptions would drop. Surgical interventions would reduce. And the entire industry built around managing musculoskeletal problems would lose billions. Because most of those problems stem from one thing: bodies that don't move properly. Bodies that have lost their natural range of motion. Bodies that have been sitting in chairs for 30, 40, 50 years, slowly stiffening, slowly breaking down. And the solution isn't more treatment. It's less sitting. It's more movement. It's returning to the positions humans used for millennia before chairs existed. And the deep squat is the most fundamental of those positions. The most beneficial, the most corrective, and the most accessible. Because it requires no equipment, no gym, no trainer. Just you and 5 minutes. And a willingness to be uncomfortable for a little while as your body remembers what it forgot. I taught that the body has wisdom, that it knows how to heal, how to function, how to thrive, but only if you give it what it needs. And what it needs is movement. Full, complete, natural movement. Not artificial movement. Not isolated movement. Not movement designed by fitness trends. But movement that humans have been doing since the beginning. Movement that's encoded in your DNA. Movement that your body recognizes as home. And when you return to that movement, when you spend time in those positions, your body exhales. It relaxes. It says, finally, we're back where we belong. And from that place of belonging, of alignment, of natural function, healing happens. Not forced healing, not medicated healing, not surgically imposed healing, but organic, natural, inevitable healing. The kind that happens when you remove the blocks, when you stop interfering, when you simply allow the body to do what it's designed to do. So here's the practice. Every day, preferably in the morning, find a space. No shoes, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out, and lower yourself down as far as you can. If your heels lift, that's okay. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay. If you can only go halfway down, that's okay. Just go as far as you can and hold it for as long as you can. Maybe it's 10 seconds. Maybe it's 2 minutes. Doesn't matter. Just hold it. Breathe. Relax into it. Feel what's tight, what's restricted, what's resisting, and just breathe into that. Don't force it. Don't push it. Just observe it. And then stand up, rest, and go again. Repeat for 5 minutes, or 10, or as long as you can. And over time, over weeks, over months, your body will change. The position will deepen. The time will extend. The discomfort will fade. And you'll find yourself sitting in a full, deep, comfortable squat. Feet flat, hips below knees, spine tall. And you'll realize, this is what my body was made to do. This is what I've been missing. This is what was causing all those problems. And now, having restored this one fundamental movement, everything else is better. My back doesn't hurt. My knees don't ache. My digestion is regular. My energy is stable. My mood is calm. All from 5 minutes a day. All from one movement. All from returning to something humans have been doing since the beginning. Rumi said that most people are searching for complex solutions to simple problems. They want new treatments, new medications, new procedures. But the solution, more often than not, is not in adding something new. It's in returning to something old, something natural, something fundamental. And the deep squat is that something. It's not a fitness trend. It's not a new discovery. It's a return, a remembering, a reclaiming of what was always yours, what was always meant to be part of your daily life. And when you reclaim it, when you make it a practice, your body thanks you, not with words, but with function, with ease, with the absence of pain, with the presence of vitality. 5 minutes, every day, one movement. That's all it takes to remind your body of what it forgot, to restore what modern life took away, to fix what doesn't need surgery or medication. Just movement, natural, complete, human, and everything else follows.